my dear students of class 12. In the previous video, I have discussed about the DNA in brief, where you have studied about the occurrence of the DNA and Chargaff's rule. Here in this video, I am going to discuss about the features of DNA and central dogma. Now, what are the features of DNA? DNA is made up of two polynucleotide chains, where the backbone is made up of sugar and phosphate group, and the nitrogenous base is project towards the center. There is a complementary base pairing between the two strands of DNA. The two strands are coiled in a right-handed fashion and they are anti-parallel in orientation. One chain has a 5' to 3' polarity, while the other has a polarity of 3' to 5'. That is, both the polarity are in the opposite directions. The diameter of the strand is always constant. Why? Because due to the pairing of purine and pyrimidine. That is, adenine is complementary to thymine, while guanine is complementary to cytosine. The distance between the two base pair is in a helix is 0.34 nanometer, and a complete turn contains approximately 10 base pairs. The pitch of the helix is 3.4 nanometer, and the two strands are right-handed coiled. Now, as I have stated about the base pairing, now how is this base pairing made? It is the pairing formed in DNA double helix between purine of one strand and pyrimidine of the second strand. Base pairing is specific with adenine lying opposite to thymine and cytosine occurring opposite to the guanine. A proper base pairing is required for two purposes. Firstly, the two DNA strands can remain exactly parallel only when the space between them remain uniform. The presence of two purine as a base pair will make the DNA double helix wide due to bulging out, while the two pyrimidines as base pair will make the duplex narrower. Thus, it cannot be done. Secondly, the space between the two DNA strands of the duplex is 20 angstrom. The one available for the two nitrogen bases is about 11 angstrom. So it can accommodate neither the two purine nor the two pyrimidine. The space is sufficient for one pyrimidine and one purine with a small area in between for forming hydrogen bond. So hope you got the idea why the purine always base pair with pyrimidine. Only adenine thymine and cytosine guanine base pairs have proper spiral arrangement and configurations to develop hydrogen bonds between the adenine and thymine, that is a double bond, and the three bonds between cytosine and guanine. Central dogma or basic formulation of molecular biology states that there is one way or unidirectional flow of information from master copy of DNA to the working copy RNA. That is, DNA to RNA is transcription, and from working copy of RNA to the building plan polypeptide, that is from RNA to protein, that is translation. So, central dogma of molecular biology was proposed by Crick in 1958. As DNA is synthesized from DNA, the central dogma is also written as DNA to DNA replication, DNA to mRNA transcription, and mRNA to polypeptide, that is translation. In this dogma of molecular biology, genetic information is stored in the 4-letter language of DNA. The same is transferred during transcription to the 4-letter language of messenger RNA, but with two differences. First difference is complementation in code languages. Second, replacement. Here I would like to discuss one of the exceptions, which was discovered by D. Baltimore and H. M. Temin in 1970 among retroviruses, which contain RNA as the genetic material. So retroviruses synthesize DNA over the template of genetic RNA. The newly synthesized DNA then functions as master copy, produce the RNAs through transcription, and RNAs controlling the translation to synthesize polypeptide. The process of formation of DNA from RNA is called reverse transcription. So my dear students, this was all about today's topic. In the next video, I will discuss about the DNA packing in prokaryotes and in eukaryotes. Till then, stay tuned with me. Thanks for watching this video.